The mysterious arrival. The sky over Earth was calm, painted with soft shades of orange and pink as the sun began to set. People in cities and towns were finishing their daily routines, unaware that something extraordinary was about to happen. Far beyond the atmosphere, in the silent blackness of space, a fleet of strange alien ships moved with silent precision. No human had ever seen anything like them before, their shapes sharp and smooth, glowing faintly with colors that seemed almost alive. Then, suddenly, strange signals reached Earth satellites, causing alerts to flash across screens in control rooms. The messages were not words, not sounds, but patterns of energy and light, forming shapes that human minds could barely comprehend. Governments scrambled their scientists and military leaders, trying to understand what the signals meant, but confusion spread faster than clarity. In the midst of the panic, the Supreme Council of Earth gathered in a hidden chamber, a place where only the world's smartest minds and bravest leaders met. Council leader Admiral Kira stood at the center, her eyes calm but focused. "This is unlike anything we have ever faced," she said, her voice steady, "but panic will not save us. Planning will." Her team of strategists and scientists analyzed the signals, discovering that they were not just messages. They were a challenge. The aliens were asking for a response, a test of strength and intelligence, though no one could tell what the stakes truly were. Meanwhile, across the globe, people watched the sky in awe and fear, seeing strange lights appear, moving faster than any aircraft. News anchors struggled to explain the phenomenon, saying words like unidentified objects and possible extraterrestrial life, but their voices trembled with doubt. In the council chamber, a young scientist named Dr. Remy studied the alien patterns. "They are testing us," he said quietly. "They want to know if Earth is worthy, but worthy of what? We do not know yet." The room grew tense, the weight of the unknown pressing down on everyone. Suddenly, the alien fleet appeared in orbit, their shapes now clear against the stars, immense and threatening, one by one. Massive holographic projections appeared in the skies above the major cities, showing symbols of warning and challenge. People froze in the streets. Some dropped to their knees and some ran in terror. Cameras capturing every moment, the Supreme Council remained calm, issuing orders to monitor, analyze, and protect, but also to prepare for any scenario. Admiral Kira knew that brute force alone would not defeat these beings. "They are advanced, far beyond our technology, but they cannot outthink us," she said, determination in her eyes. Dr. Remy discovered something strange in the signals. Small errors in the patterns, almost like the aliens had left a hint, a hidden weakness. Excitement and fear mixed in the chamber. Could this be an opportunity? One council member whispered, "Yes," Admiral Kira replied. "We will need every skill, every mind, and every strategy we have." Meanwhile, the alien fleet began to hover closer, silent, observing Earth. Some people believed the aliens wanted to attack immediately, others thought they were simply curious. The council had no answers, only possibilities. And the clock was ticking. Suddenly, one of the holographic projections changed, showing a massive energy weapon, pulsing with dangerous light. A clear warning that the aliens were serious, and Earth must respond carefully. Across the world, soldiers stood ready, scientists worked tirelessly, and civilians watched the skies with bated breath. But in the secret chamber of the Supreme Council, hope and confidence grew. Admiral Kira turned to her team. "We do not know what comes next, but we will face it together. We are Earth, and we will not bow to fear." As night fell, the alien ships remained in the sky, silent and imposing. But for the first time, the Supreme Council felt a flicker of confidence, knowing that human ingenuity, courage, And unity might just be enough to meet the challenge, and so Earth held its breath, waiting for the first move in a game that would decide its future. The mysterious arrival of the aliens had begun, and nothing would ever be the same again. The Supreme Council responds. The Supreme Council chamber was filled with a heavy silence as the alien fleet continued to circle Earth like silent predators. Screens around the room showed every movement of the ships, every shift in their energy waves, and every new signal they sent, but none of it made sense. The aliens were watching, waiting, testing. Admiral Kira stood at the center of the chamber, her hands behind her back, her eyes scanning the displays with sharp focus. Her voice broke the silence, calm yet commanding. They are not attacking. They are observing. We must understand their intentions before we take any step. Dr. Remi nodded. Adjusting the glowing symbols floating above a holographic table, I have been studying their patterns. Admiral, he said, they are not random. They follow a strict logic, like a puzzle. If we solve the puzzle, we might understand what they expect from us, nearby. General Holt leaned forward, his expression serious and heavy. While you decode their messages, we must prepare for the worst, he said. These ships are powerful enough to destroy entire cities in seconds. We cannot take chances. The council members murmured in agreement, each one feeling the weight of responsibility pressing on their shoulders. Outside the chamber, the world trembled with fear, but inside, Earth's greatest minds were planning, calculating, preparing. Admiral Kira opened a secure channel, broadcasting to every global leader, stay calm, stay ready. And follow our instructions, she announced. Do not provoke the aliens, do not send hostile signals. Do not panic. Her voice was the only stability the world had left. Meanwhile, Dr. Rami continued studying the alien signals. Suddenly his eyes widened. I found something, he whispered. The room fell silent as he enlarged the pattern on the display. These symbols here, he said, pointing, repeat in a strange order. It's almost like they are measuring something. Maybe our reaction, maybe our intelligence, maybe our unity. A strategist named Maya stepped forward. So it is a challenge, not a threat, she said slowly. A test to see how humans respond under pressure. Her voice carried a mix of fear and fascination. Admiral Kira nodded. Then we must show them strength, not fear. Calm, not chaos. General Holt cleared his throat. We also need to activate the Sentinel defense grid, he said. It is our strongest global shield system if the aliens decide to strike. It is our only chance. The chamber lights dimmed slightly as the huge defense grid activated across the world. Massive satellites aligned themselves, energy nodes powered up, and invisible shields began forming around major cities. The world did not know it, but it was now wrapped in the strongest defense system humans had ever created. But even with the shield, fear continued to rise across the globe. News channels played dramatic footage of the alien ships. Experts argued on live TV. People gathered in groups, staring at the sky, waiting for answers. Back in the chamber, Maya noticed another change in the alien signal. Their patterns are shifting, she said urgently. They know we activated the shields. They are responding. A deep hum echoed through the chamber as the alien ships suddenly brightened, their lights pulsing with energy. For a moment, it seemed like they were preparing to attack, but then, instead of firing, they sent a new holographic message into Earth's sky. This time, the message was clearer, the symbol sharper. Everyone around the world looked up as the massive display formed above them. It showed a single phrase translated by Earth's AI systems. Show your strength, people gasped. Soldiers tightened their grip on their weapons, and leaders across the world exchanged nervous glances. Admiral Kira's voice remained steady. They want a demonstration, not violence. Something that proves humans are worthy. Dr. Remai took a deep breath. Admiral, I think they want to see our intelligence. Not our weapons, he said. These beings are far more advanced than us. Physical power cannot impress them, but strategy, unity, wisdom. These might. A long moment passed before Admiral Kira finally nodded. Prepare the Helios Protocol, she commanded. Gasps filled the room. The Helios Protocol was a secret operation known only to the Council, a plan that showcased the most advanced, most creative, most intelligent side of humanity. It involved science, energy manipulation, planet-wide coordination, and flawless teamwork. General Holt frowned. Admiral, if the Helios Protocol fails, we expose all our weaknesses, he warned. But if it succeeds, it will show them what Earth truly is, she replied. Strong, united, unstoppable. The chamber buzzed with movement as teams activated the protocol. Scientists input equations, engineers prepared energy converters, and strategists monitored alien reactions. Dr. Remai whispered, "This is it. The moment the aliens decide if we are worth fighting or worth respecting." The alien ships hovered silently, watching, waiting, judging. Earth held its breath as the Supreme Council prepared a demonstration unlike anything humanity had ever attempted before. And as the countdown began, one thing became clear. The next move would decide the future of Earth. The challenge was no longer just a test. It was a moment that would change history. The first clash, the world waited in fear as the Helios Protocol neared activation. Deep inside the Supreme Council chamber, tension moved like a silent wave through every person standing there. Everyone understood that the next few minutes would decide if Earth survived or fell. Admiral Kira stood at the center of the room, her eyes fixed on the main screen. "Begin the sequence," she ordered calmly. Her voice was steady, but inside she felt the weight of billions watching, hoping, and praying. Energy hubs around the planet lit up one after another. Massive reactors glowed with bright white light. From space, Earth began to shine like a small star. The Helios Protocol was now active. The plan was simple but dangerous. Earth would convert its combined energy output into a single, controlled burst, not a weapon, but a message. A show of unity, intelligence, and strength. But the aliens reacted faster than anyone expected. Their ships shifted positions, forming a tight formation around the planet. Bright rings of alien energy began to appear beneath their hulls. It looked like they were preparing to strike. General Holt slammed his fist on the table. "They think we are attacking them," he growled. "We must increase the shield power now." "Do it," Admiral Kira commanded. City shields grew stronger, humming with force fields that made the air shimmer. For a moment, it felt like Earth was wrapped inside a bubble of pure energy, but the aliens did not hold back. A single beam of blue light shot from the largest alien ship straight toward Earth. It was not aimed at a city, but at one of the energy reactors powering the Helios Protocol. The beam hit the reactor, shaking the ground and sending shockwaves across the nearby region. People screamed, alarms blared, and power grids flickered. The alien message was clear: prove yourselves, but do not threaten us. The chamber filled with panic as systems crashed and screens went dark for a moment. Maya quickly typed commands, rerouting power. "We can still stabilize the protocol," she said breathlessly. "But if they hit another reactor, we lose everything." Dr. Remai stared at the alien formation with wide eyes. "This is part of their test," he whispered. "They want to see how we react under pressure. They want to know if we break or if we fight with our minds." But the aliens were not waiting. A second ship began to charge its weapon. Glowing brighter and brighter, General Holt shouted, "They are targeting the East reactor. If it falls, half the world goes dark." Without hesitation, Admiral Kira gave her order. launched Sentinel drones. Dozens of sleek defense drones shot into the sky. Moving like silver arrows, they formed a shield between the alien beam and the reactor. The aliens fired, the drones absorbed the hit, and half of them vaporized instantly, but the reactor survived. People watching around the world cheered. For the first time, humanity had blocked an alien attack. It was a small victory, but it meant everything. The aliens paused their assault. Their weapons dimmed, their lights flickered. For the first time since their arrival, the alien ships looked uncertain. Maya studied the readings on her screen. "They are confused," she said softly. "We stopped their attack without striking back." "They did not expect that." Admiral Kira took a deep breath. "Continue the Helios protocol," she ordered. "We must show them what humanity truly is." The reactors stabilized. Glowing brighter than before, the energy around Earth grew stronger, forming a gentle ring of light visible even from space. It was beautiful, peaceful, and powerful at the same time. But the aliens were not done. Their ships suddenly shifted into a new formation. They generated a wave of energy unlike anything seen before. A pulse that could disable global systems in seconds. Dr. Ramai's fingers flew across his console. "They are preparing an EMP wave," he warned. "If they release it, our technology will collapse. The Helios protocol will fail, our defenses will fall." General Holt clenched his jaw. "We are out of time," he said. "We must respond now." Admiral Kira looked around the room. Every face showed fear, but also hope, courage, and determination. Humanity had come too far to stop now. She raised her hand. "Initiate the Helios burst," she commanded. A bright flash spread across Earth, filling the sky with radiant white light. The aliens fired their MP wave at the same moment. The two forces collided in space, shaking the atmosphere and sending ripples across the planet. For several seconds, no one knew what had happened. Every screen went dark. Every light flickered. Even the chamber fell silent. Then slowly, systems came back online. Maya gasped. "The Helios burst neutralized the EMP. We are still operational." The alien ships floated quietly. Their lights dimmed, their formation broken. For the first time, they looked vulnerable. For the first time, they looked impressed. Admiral Kira exhaled slowly. "The first clash is over," she said, and humanity did not fall, but she knew it was only the beginning. The aliens would return, stronger and smarter. And Earth would need to be ready. The real test was still ahead. And the future of the planet depended on what happened next. Secrets unveiled. The Supreme Council chamber was filled with a strange silence after the first clash. Every member stood still, watching the alien fleet drifting quietly above Earth. Their ships had stopped glowing. Their formation was broken. And for the first time, they looked unsure. Admiral Kira knew this was the moment to act. "Run full scans on their ships," she ordered. "Find out what changed after the Helios burst." Maya and the other analysts rushed to work, tapping keys, reading energy waves, comparing data. Minutes later, Maya turned around, her eyes wide with shock. "Admiral," she said, "the aliens were not damaged, but their shields. They weakened for a moment." Dr. Ramai leaned closer, analyzing the fluctuating lines on the screen. "This is important," he said. "They are strong, but not invincible. Our Helios burst forced them to reveal something." "What exactly?" General Holt asked, crossing his arms. Dr. Ramai enlarged the readings. "They have a power source unlike anything we have seen. It is not a reactor, not fusion, not antimatter. It is something older, something natural." Admiral Kira frowned. "Natural? Like what?" "It feels like a star fragment," Ramai whispered. "A piece of stellar core. Controlled and stabilized. If we understand it, We can understand them." Before anyone could respond, a new alert flashed on the central screen. The alien fleet was sending another signal. But this time, the pattern was slower, calmer, almost respectful. Maya translated it quickly. "It says, 'Earth shows promise, continue,'" she read aloud. A strange mix of relief and fear filled the chamber. The aliens were impressed, but the test was far from over. Admiral Kira stepped closer to the holographic display of the alien ships. "What do they want next?" she asked quietly. No one had an answer at that moment. A small side screen lit up with new information. A deep space probe orbiting Mars had captured something strange. A second alien structure hidden behind the red planet. It was enormous, floating silently like a sleeping giant. General Holt's jaw tightened. "That is their real base," he said. "They did not come with one fleet, they came with two." Dr. Ramai examined the structure through multiple scans. "I don't think it is a weapon," he said slowly. "It looks like a vault or a storage platform. There are thousands of sealed pods inside." Maya zoomed in further. Her hands shook as she realized what they were looking at. "These are not weapons," she whispered. "They are records, alien knowledge, alien history, alien technology." Admiral Kira inhaled sharply. "So the challenge is not just about survival," she said. "It is a test to see if humanity is worthy of joining something greater." Ramai nodded. "A galactic alliance perhaps, or a council of advanced species. But why test us like this?" Maya asked. "Why not speak directly?" Dr. Ramai sighed. "For beings this advanced, words may not matter. Actions do, wisdom does. Unity does." Before the council could discuss further, alarms suddenly blared. The alien fleet began to move again. But this time, they were not preparing to attack. They were opening something. A massive portal formed above Earth, glowing with golden light. It stretched across the sky like the mouth of a giant star. Everyone watching, both on Earth and inside the chamber, stared in awe. "What are they doing?" General Holt whispered. Maya scanned the readings, her voice trembling. "They are opening a path to the vault behind Mars." The portal pulsed as energy surged through it. Then, slowly, one of the sealed alien pods floated out of the vault. Entering the portal, it began descending toward Earth, moving gently like a feather carried by wind. Every military base around the world went on high alert. Civilians screamed and pointed at the sky, and the Supreme Council held their breath. The pod landed softly in a remote desert, not damaging anything around it. A panel slid open, releasing a soft white glow. Admiral Kira sent a scout team immediately. Drones circled the pod, scanning every inch. Finally, the chamber received the first clear image from inside. Everyone gasped. Inside the pod was a crystal sphere, glowing with pulsing blue veins of energy, but more importantly, symbols floated around it, the same symbols from the alien tests. Only now they were translated. Maya read the translation on her screen, her voice soft and full of awe. It says, "Prove wisdom, prove unity, prove courage." Dr. Rima stepped back, overwhelmed. "This is their final test," he said. "They want to see how we use this artifact, how we choose, how we think, how we act." General Holt clenched his fists. "And if we fail?" Admiral Kira looked at the glowing sphere and then,